Good day, everyone. It's been a while. Welcome to another episode of Tag Diary of this Ambitious Guy with Ifeoluwa. And I'm happy to have a guest on the show. I have a very good friend of mine, Blessing Folashade Adigbite. Now Adigbite. Actually, I'm happy to have her on the show. She's a very, very close friend of mine. We have known each other for I don't know how long now, but it has been
It's been over 10 years actually.
honestly, it's been a long time, and she's on the show. She's a product designer and also a content creator in the tech space. So do you know what? Let me just give you the chance. No, talk about yourself. Who are you? And yeah, introduce yourself.
Okay. Hi everyone. My name is Folashade Blessing Adebite. I'm a product designer and a tech content creator. I enjoy teaching people about design. I also enjoy social media management and all. I enjoy a lot of things actually. I love doing a lot of things. I love to sing. I love to volunteer. I do a lot of things basically. And recently I started my YouTube channel where I'm looking forward to teaching people about design, talk about design, bringing people that already are expert on the field. Then
Okay.
aside that, I'm a singer as well.
Oh, nice. I already know that. But for those that don't know, she
When I
sings
heard
quite
nice, I
well.
was wondering nice. Like you don't know.
Okay. Oh my god. Yeah. So just to talk about your YouTube episode, your YouTube channel. Recently you launched your YouTube channel, and
Yes.
I'll be dropping a link to the YouTube channel in the chat, the description of this podcast, so you guys can check it out. How does it feel to finally get, because I know you spoke to me about it one time and you're like, okay, this is what you plan on doing, this is what you want to do, you're not sure if this should go this route and all, but now that you've done it, how does it feel to get it out there?
I feel like mission accomplished, but there's more work to be done because I did not open or start a YouTube channel for just starting, or maybe I started because I want to start, or because
Okay.
maybe there's pressure or anything. But my YouTube channel, I'm looking forward to empowering or helping younger designers grow and also bring different designers that are already expert in their field to help these guys. So I feel that it's like my goal is achieved. That's one. Then okay, what next? But the fact that I started something, I remember you were telling me. I remember when I had to talk to you because I was like,
Mhm.
how do I want to start? Do I need to get a mic? Do I need to get a sound card? And you just told me to start. Maybe if I didn't start at when I started, maybe the vision or the goal would just die like that. And I'm like, okay,
Mm.
I'll just say I have in mind. I just had in mind to start a YouTube channel. Oh, but it just like the fact that I got to start it was like a tick box for me that okay, well done, step one done. Then
Mm.
like that, it's a great feel. Like I felt very good about it.
Yeah, yeah, because I myself, I remember when I kind of started this podcast, uh, it was I was not also I was not also sure why I needed to do it or why I'm actually doing it, because but I just felt like I needed like an outlet for myself, a place where I can not pretend, not that my life is all pretense, no, but the fact that I just need a place where I can talk to myself about myself, right? Initially the podcast was not meant for anybody to listen to, right? Even though that's the main purpose of podcast, but it's more like a place for me to just say the things I'm going through and just have it somewhere and listen to it later on. And that's more like a therapy for myself. And I just feel like, okay, how do I do this? I have a laptop, I don't have any mic or something. And I just decided to just push it out and record something. And ever since it has been going, there's that sense of excitement and nervousness that comes to it, that okay, this is the first, because I remember my first two episodes. I was like, I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm really not sure exactly I'm starting this podcast. But I can say right now the podcast is kind of taking shape in that sense, little by little. And I know getting that first episode for you, right? Must have been quite a journey. What are like some of the challenges you faced, like making that decision or putting out that first episode out?
Okay. Wow. Okay, so maybe personality wise, I'm kind of person that I like to talk freely. I
Okay.
like to be myself. Like then I had to like mix both professionalism and the ability to be able to be myself. So I had to like
Mm,
it had to be like that. I had to mix that. Unlike me myself, I just want to talk. I just talk. I just get out. I'm just pass the
mm,
message. But
yeah.
shooting the video, I had to do like all over and over and over again. I remember my husband because my husband was he was there. Then another friend, the shadow, helped me to shoot the video. Then somebody, my husband's cousin, helped in shooting the video. So I
Okay.
remember they would tell me, "Okay, you can do this again. Can you try again?" I was like, "Oh no!" At some point, I was like, "I'm not doing it again." I was like, "I'm actually not doing it again. I'm tired." They were like, "You can do it." I remember my husband was like, "Babe, you can do this. You can do this. You can do this." So I think that it was kind of tough because it was my first and I wanted it to be good, like first impression, because they say
Mm,
first impression lasts longer. How you present yourself the first time would last longer.
mm,
So even if you tend to change as you or you grow and all that, but your first impression matters a lot. So I was trying to like, okay, give the fun part and also give the message I want to pass across, the professionalism and all that. So I would say it was worth it because at the end of the day, I know people. I saw a lot of comment, like people, like personal people, friends, and all that. Like, wow, that was a bold step and all that.
mhm.
So yeah, that's what I would say about that.
Just to be sure, how many takes did it take you to make the first video?
Jesus, my, you don't want to know. You don't want to know. You know the part that was so not annoying was the part that I had to redo. Like, when you've done like a
Mhm.
part, like, you guys will cut it now and paste now. They were like, no, you have to take it again. Oh God, can we just cut and paste? And sometimes I know that you tell me, okay, the expression, Miss Ola, give me a nice expression. Miss Ola, yeah. And like, sometimes I was just tired of her who sent me
Mm,
content creation by you. I should have just I just sit and do my thing low key and all that. But
mm, yeah.
well, I've only posted one video, but I know that the second video will be better because you grow as you when you do it when you do it next, you grow, and that's how you get better and better and better. You become an expert really. So I think
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I did like over five. In fact, let me just say I can't really say. It was a
I got
lot
it.
on me. I got tired. I had to, not about you I had to like just put in the energy,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah. So yeah, I really can imagine that, but because it might not be as maybe taxing with audio podcast. A lot of people have also asked me that. I think you also part of people that asked me that why have I not tried doing a video podcast? And I was like, yeah, I'm not. I don't
Yeah.
feel I'm ready for it. I just don't feel I'm ready for it. I'm still there's less stress when you are doing an audio podcast than when you are doing
You
a video
get
podcast. Yeah. So yeah, I'm happy you're even doing it. Probably I might even learn a bit from you by the time I'm about to start my own video podcast. Yeah, yeah. So now
nice.
with this first episode out, right? What is going to keep driving you now? Because yeah, let's just see this as like 1,000 mile, right? There's this quote I like
Mm,
from Lion King. It said that the journey of 1,000 mile begins with the very first step. So you have made the first step
mm,
right now. What do you
yeah.
think is going to keep motivating you to keep doing it, or what do you feel is going to
Mm.
keep motivating you in that sense? Because I'm going to share something later on, but just as I do, what do you think is going to keep motivating you to keep pushing out videos?
Okay, so I think that it starts with the goal or the vision or why I started. I don't want to. I won't say that maybe because of people's like, but I feel that as far as the message is being passed across and people are getting impact or getting value from what I am doing. So, like I said, that I won't be doing it alone. So you not be seeing my faces or my face alone. You will see like a lot of experts, like different experts that I've met, I know in the field, so that we can impact. So I think what will motivate me is just the fact that I am doing this, like I'm impacting, I am doing something that makes me happy. That's like a motivation for me. Maybe later, or maybe the likes, the comments, and all that, the followers, and all that. But right now, I feel that the fact that I'm able to take a step and I'm able to give value, that's like one thing that will motivate me. That value thing, and people are impacted.
It might get to a point. It might get to a point where you will not feel the sort of the old excitement, the old yeah, I want to achieve this goal, I want to do this, I want to. The reason why I'm doing this or creating this YouTube channel is because all the reasons, right, for creating that YouTube channel to get to a point, then you'll be like, okay, should I really continue with this? Do I really, really want to go on with this? Or like literally dies down. It's just like when you have a love for something, then you reach a certain level, that love kind of drops down. And all that just keeps
Yeah.
pushing you is just commitment. Because that's kind of happened to me with the podcast. There was a time I had like almost 2 months break from the podcast, and I was like,
Mm.
that yeah, the excitement was there when I started, but just got to a point like I was just not feeling the whole excitement anymore. The whole my heart is pumping, yeah, the whole adrenaline. Let's get this thing rolling and all that. Just got to a point that was not there anymore, and I just had to take a break, and which led to me rethinking my approach towards the podcast. So what I did in my own case was I had to do something new, right? I had to.
Mm.
Then that's when I started. Okay, maybe I need to start bringing in guests on the show. Let me start bringing in people. Let me hear their own perspective concerning some certain things in life and all that. That kind of re-energized or rekindled the old fire that was there when I initially started the podcast. Something new, in that sense, right? And it's there's nothing bad in having a change of heart as time goes on. You might have a reason to start, but that might not be the same reason that might keep you going for after a while. I don't know if that makes sense, but or
Yeah, I'm with
what
you.
do you think
Makes
about
sense.
it, or what do you think about stuff like that?
I think that like in design, there's actually always room for iterations, right? I feel
Yeah.
that there's always time for you to get feedback. In design, for you to do something that actually works for user, you need to understand the users you're building for, right? For me,
Hmm.
I feel that I have like a target audience, and I feel that if I'm able to get feedback, and I feel that there's room for me to actually say that I want to pause and take a
Hmm.
break. Yes, I should
Yeah.
be able to. I should have that flexibility, and it does not mean that I'm a failure, and it doesn't mean that I'm not good, or maybe maybe I've gone away from the path or whatever path I've decided to choose. But I
Yeah.
feel that you taking a break makes sense,
Hmm.
because if you notice that when you came back, you had fresh ideas. Even
Yeah.
in career, we tend to take breaks. Sometimes in product design, you have like you're stuck on something, then you just take a walk or you take a break, then you
Hmm.
come back. Maybe in your dream self, you'll be seeing how, oh, you can move this, you can do this, you can do that, and all that. So I think that what you said, I've actually learned something that okay, it might happen that as I go, I might want to like feel discouraged or feel like where's the direction and all that. And I think
Yeah.
I've been able to pick that you're able to like rest and you started again and this is it, right?
Hmm.
So I think that's an encouragement for anybody that is starting something out and at some point has to take a break, or don't see yourself as a failure. Just take a break and relax. You get to you get fresh ideas on the next step to go, and don't forget the place of prayer as well. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that I've learned some things in what you've said. So I'm not like I'm looking forward to challenges. I know that in everything we do is always part of challenges, right? But we
Yeah.
learn from each other and we
Yeah.
grow and we get better. So I understand that part, that because even I've not posted another video since then, because what I wanted to do was consistency. I wanted to make sure that let me start with monthly, then monthly, because everyone, people will say, they'll give you hear different responses or different
Hmm.
feedback. Post every week so that you have this thing. My own goal is to be committed and consistent. It's not just about just putting content out there.
Yeah.
Like for instance, I'm currently doing a 21 days challenge on LinkedIn, I will not lie to you. It has been stressful, but I have to show up because I'm committed to
Yeah.
it. So
Mm.
that's why they'll say that you should take note of your goals or your vision so that you know and put a way to achieve them. Don't rush. You don't need to rush. For instance, if not for this 21 days challenge on LinkedIn, maybe I will not be posting every day. But because
Mm.
I know that I have a goal, I know where I'm going to. I have somewhere. I need to achieve a 21 days. And thank for God for community. I have like a community where we drop our updates. You drop your link. You encourage each other. You post. Then we follow. Everybody will like each other's posts and all that. So I feel that yeah, well done,
Yeah.
Ife. I will say well done to you.
Because to me, I feel what a lot of people struggle with is two things basically in my own
Yeah.
mind. I might be wrong, but two things. The first thing is to start, right? So
Mm,
there's this bubble a lot of people find themselves in the sense that okay, they have this idea, this is what I want to do. One thing I tell people is, yeah, it's good to think, have the idea, like kind of flesh it out in a way, not into the
yeah.
full extent, but have an idea. But the major important thing is to start it, right? Because what
Mm,
happens is when you have the idea, you start to think about it, you ruminate about it, you sleep on it, you wake up, you like it's literally on your mind for days. So what happens is your
yeah.
brain starts to create this sort of fantasy around it that makes the goal or makes the idea look so big that it will not look so difficult for you to start that. Ah, God, this is, for example, somebody that just wants to start a YouTube channel, just as an example, want to start a YouTube channel,
Yeah.
right? And you're already thinking 10 years into it. Like you have not even started, but you're already thinking 10 years into it. Now, that 10 years goal might look so big that you might feel very overwhelmed to say, where do I even start from
Yeah.
in the first place?
Mm,
That a lot of things has happened to me as regarding that. When you want to start stuff, I'll be like, see, don't think too much about it. Just do it. Don't yet go into 10 years. Go into the first month or something, right? Or the first week or the first day. You're right. Take it up from there and start.
yeah.
So that's the first thing. Now, the second one I think people also struggle with is the fear of failure.
Mm, mm.
There's
Right.
this thing my elder brother told me one time, and that thing stuck to me till now. That failure is not when people fail, it's not necessary. When you fail at something, you are not necessarily a failure. When you're a failure is
Mm,
when you don't learn a lesson from it, right?
from it.
Failing at stuff is not it shouldn't is not the end of the world, right? When you fail at something, it
Yeah.
just means re-strategize or rethink what you're doing. Look for an order. What is the lesson you have learned from this thing? If you're able to pick a lesson out from it, then you haven't failed. But the
Mm,
moment
mm.
you are unable to pick out something from it, then that is termed failure. So if for whatever reason you start the YouTube channel, you get to a point and be like, okay, I feel like I'm stuck or I don't know what to do. Or maybe I'm not getting maybe you set a goal and you do not meet up to that goal. That should not say that I don't think this YouTube channel is meant for me or this YouTube content creation thing is meant for me. But I should just stick to my product design. Right. No, you shouldn't don't let it be that way. Yeah, it should be like, okay, what am I doing that I can adjust to make this better? Just for me when I started the podcast, so it got to a point that I felt like man, I'm not feeling this thing anymore, right? But just feel like, okay, you don't know what? Maybe I've been talking about yourself. Bring other people, let other people share their own opinions, let them share their own ideas concerning stuff. And I adapted to that. That does not mean after a while I may not have a better idea concerning it, but that is what I'm working with for the moment. So yeah, so it's just that this fear of starting and the fear of failing.
You're
I don't know what
feeling.
the ending is because, but I feel those are like the two things in my own how long I've lived on this earth. Those are like the two things I feel a lot of people face that stops them from even, stepping into the light or saying they want to start something. So yeah, it's a good thing that you have started, but I just wanted to know that um other aspects where you might need to rethink things might come around would surely come around, not might would surely come around. And I wanted to see it as yeah, it's just a way for me to just rethink what I need to do, Is there a better way to adjust it? Is there a better way to maybe place things? Maybe I start bringing guests onto my YouTube channel, or maybe I start doing practical whatever. Or maybe I think you even said your YouTube channel is not only design; it has to do with lifestyle also, right?
Yeah, tech. Yeah.
Yeah,
So not
yeah.
just be streamlined to design.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah, I was even thinking. I think you went for the is it UDC on title
Yeah,
designer
Untitled
conference.
Design Conference.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I think I saw it on your status. So I was even thinking that could even be an idea for you where you can be taking do vlogs of such events. That can be on like your YouTube shorts or TikTok or Instagram. So you can have it just after the program you occurred to me. I don't know if you were able to do it, like vlogs of some of those design conferences. So of course those are like ideas that one can put together and no, yeah. But so thing is, this is all fresh for you, right? Which is perfect. But what would you say to somebody who is also hesitating to start their own channel? Like, yeah, any tips from your own first experience, like that you can give to the person?
According to my friend Ife, just start.
Ah, God. Okay.
I think you should just start really, like really. Even because alongside I'm doing Instagram as well.
Okay.
And funny enough, I've been finding it interesting. Though it's stressful because I have to combine a lot of work,
Mm-hmm.
family, work itself, church, and all that. But the fact that I'm trying to create an impact out there, putting myself out there, I will not lie, has helped me just this little
Mm.
while. I'm currently facilitating a product design training with ladies in Tech Africa.
Okay.
And when I had the first call, because I just applied, right? And when I had the first call and what the guy said to me, I was like, Jesus, thank you. I put myself out there and all that. Maybe I have reasons why I actually put myself out there. Yes, I have like different reasons, but I feel that at least that's stick to one. Like,
Mm.
okay, this is it. This is the fact that I'm giving value and all that, but I will tell you that start. You don't have some people want everything to be perfect. Like they want the mic, that big mic. They want like
Yeah.
a camera. I actually use my phone. Maybe I use an iPhone 13.
Mm.
So maybe I use my phone so it's clean. I use even the funny thing is what's this thing? Is it a mouthpiece or whatever that I use? It's not even mine. It was a
Mm.
friend. So I feel like you should just start with what you have. Some of my short videos on Instagram, I do not even use maybe my voice, or maybe because my voice is vocal. But I'll
Mm.
feel like you should start now. But before you start, just make sure you outline some things at least so that you have something for your first. Know what you want to talk about first.
Yeah.
Or you can be
But
spontaneous anyways, but just know what you want to do first. You cannot
yeah.
just go on YouTube and say you need to have your niche. You can't just
Mm.
go to and say anything like woo, 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 woo.
Yeah.
You can't do that. But I would say you
Yeah.
should start.
In my own mind, I feel maybe some people are having challenge with being vulnerable because now you have to it's like you're playing in the big boy game now, in that sense, in the sense that you are now going to be held responsible for every single word you say. Do you feel maybe that is a fear that some people have for not starting? That if I say anything and it's out, and they say this thing that the internet never forgets, right? So do you think maybe that's a fear for some people?
I feel that's a fear because I had that fear. So I'm this kind of person. I can be very social or relatable, but I am private.
Mm.
So I might not want to like let people know what is going on with me and all that. But I feel that you should still streamline what you want to say or what you want to tell people. There are some people that will still with everything they will not be vulnerable or whatever. But I feel that you still have to open up to an extent. For me now, I can still tell open up about my struggle because I know that if I open up about my struggle, it will help somebody. Me, I
Mm.
can tell people anywhere that I was a business administration or I am a business administration graduate.
Mm.
It's me exactly like I'm a business. I just because I want to encourage somebody. So your vulnerability should still have limits. You cannot just open up and everything about your life, but at least still you should be able to still tell people, because at the end of the day, the end goal is to empower somebody or to help somebody or impact somebody, not just for fun. Except you want to just do it for fun or you just want to talk. But the truth is that even people that are doing it for fun, they are making money. Anyways,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah,
True.
they are making people laugh.
Mm. Yeah.
Exactly. So I feel that, yeah, that's what I feel anyways.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine because really, being vulnerable sometimes that's its benefit. Of course, depending on how you place it, because it just feels like you being vulnerable. Yes, kind of you open yourself to criticism. Really, it does, but in a way, it just makes you feel much more closer to people, the people that you are targeting, because now they can feel
Yeah.
that okay, this person is also an human being like I am, because sometimes it just feels like anybody that is facing a camera can after a while be like, this person is immortal or this person does not face any form of challenge, right? But the moment you are a bit vulnerable at the things you do, show that okay, I'm struggling, I also struggle with stuff like this, these are the things I
Yeah.
also experience. It makes them empathize with you much more and be like, okay, yeah, I love to listen to this person. There was a time I was taking feedbacks from a podcast. I just spoke to some of my friends, people that listen. I'll be like, okay, please, can you guys give me feedbacks on this podcast? I'll be like, I also ask them that what are like your best podcast episodes, right? And one of the feedback I got from someone was like the episodes that I like in your podcast are the ones where you talked about yourself, right? When it was
Mm.
just you talking about when you were telling us about some of the challenges you were facing, the things that you experienced, what you're struggling with, and all that. That he loved that episode because he kind of saw himself in the episode. So yeah, sometimes being vulnerable helps, right? But just it's not nobody's saying you can be vulnerable on day one. It's just a gradual process. It just makes your audience to be much more connected to you,
Mm.
much more drawn to you. They have something to look towards, and looking towards that. Pointing on that, I'm excited to see where your YouTube channel goes from here, really, and
Mm.
I just want to know like what can we expect next, or is it still a bit of mystery? Waiting for like episode two and episode two coming out.
Okay. So I'm looking at talking about how I got started in product design, then also my
Nice.
struggles so far.
Okay.
Then maybe after then I start bringing people in and talk about their own, and maybe how you can get started in design, what has
Mm.
kept them going and all that. Because the truth is, in every career there are struggles, there are wins and all that. But I'm trying to make it real, so that's why. So I think so. Like I said, my next episode, I'm looking forward to talking about the journey so far. It has been like up and downs and all that. Though I may not be able to say everything, but at least I'll be able to talk about it to an extent. So that's
Yeah.
like my next, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's really. Of course, you need to give a level of suspense and let the audience know. Okay, okay, what's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? Yes, yes. Of course, you can't just throw everything out all at once. Yeah,
Yeah,
totally. I
yeah.
totally agree with that. Blessing, I'm really, really, really happy. For your YouTube channel. Honestly, I'm really, really happy for your YouTube
I have
channel.
Instagram page too now. It's not only the YouTube channel.
Oh, well, I really have for all your channels, both Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and all TikTok, whatever. I'm really happy. I'm really happy for it. The fact that you have been able to even push things out, and yeah, it's the excitement. I hope the excitement keeps on going, and of course,
Yeah.
if you feel down at any point, still just as I said, look for something to help rekindle the fire because
Mm.
everybody faces stuff like that. So, but yeah, I'm happy for you as regarding that. So, before we move towards the end of the podcast, right? There's this we have like a tradition on dual tag. So I will paint a scenario for you, and I just wanted to just go on from there. So basically, this is the scenario. You have
Mm.
a round table dinner, right? And
Okay.
you can only invite 5 people, dead or alive. Dead or alive, just five
Don't
people. You
worry
have a
about
round
it.
table
Yes,
dinner.
they are no, don't worry.
So when
Let
I
me
mean
be
dead or
there.
alive, there might be. Yeah, just people that I just admire that are no longer alive, something like that. Yeah. Or
Yeah.
if you want to leave the dead out of it, that's fine. So
Yes.
who would
Happening.
you invite?
If I want to have a
Who would you
dinner,
invite?
just like a dinner.
Yeah.
A dinner,
Yeah, so
right?
it's a dinner. Yeah, a dinner for five people. Who are the people you're going to invite and what would you be eating at the dinner?
Number one, my husband.
Hmm. Nice play, nice play. Okay.
Okay, but okay, my baby is so small, so she should not worry. She should be enjoying herself. If you're putting it on the spot because I have a lot of
Yeah.
friends.
Okay. It's
God.
time to step on toes right now.
Oh
Let's go.
God, no. Let me disclaimer, please, to my friends. If you're listening to this, I love you all. If I don't mention your names, it does not mean that I don't love you or I don't want to have dinner with you. And it's not like I'm prioritizing anybody. So please and please, I still love you guys. If I don't mention your name,
Hmm.
hmm.
Okay.
I think whew, if I should have just said one person.
No, I cannot be one person. Nah.
Yeah, that's not one person. Okay, so I my husband number one, number
Okay.
two.
Anything. Usually can be discussing anything really. And you can maybe if you tell me the reason why you want
Okay.
them on the in the dinner, basic at the dinner rather. Why would you want your husband at the dinner?
Because as at now, all the best friends have they are. I know. Maybe I didn't used to do, but now it's like probably for life, forever
Okay.
partner. And the fact that aside we being husband and wife, I feel that we're like very good friends, like even in marriage.
Mm.
And so him and me having him on the table, I know that we're going to discuss aside gist, the whole gisting. We're still going
Mm.
to like discuss things, actual things, like how maybe you feel about something, your perspective about things, or maybe ideas and all that. So it's like my main confidence. So the fact that I can be
Mhm.
free with him, like he knows me already, I see me finish. Maybe that word.
Okay.
So
Okay.
um
Second person.
well, second person is hmm, is actually Faith. Hmm.
Okay.
So why
Faith.
Faith?
Okay.
Hmm. Okay, maybe yeah, me and Faith, the way we started our relationship was actually funny, but the fact that we're intentional about each other, and the fact that we always um see ourselves like we aim to grow or to get better. So and the fact that
Mm.
she'll be there, there's a way she and my husband used to enter me. Both of them, like it's as if we're family. Like before, I just put Faith, put Tokwe. They have already entered both
Okay.
of them. If Tokwe before that used to enter, now she has entered the gang. They have joined the gang already, but it's fine. I like it like that. I that my friends are able to relate to my husband. That's one of the things that I always look forward to. They're able to relate with. They are free and all that. They're not. Yeah, they respect him, but the fact that they are free and the fact that they can always talk to him about anything and all that. So faith on the table is going to add vibe to that table. We're going to have fun on that
Mm.
table. And another person that I'm going to add, look at I'm calling gay, gay. I'm sorry, I cannot call boy. Let me just not call boy. Okay, is Jumoke. So Jumoke,
Okay.
since we
Okay.
met, Jumoke has been my sister. Let me use that word. She has been through the happy moments with me. She has been through the down moments with me, and the fact that she always hold my hands in place of prayer, in the place of advice. I would love to have dinner with that girl. That girl is my girl. She's my sister. Yeah,
Just to go
yeah.
over it again, what are like the names? Your husband is the first.
My
Faith.
husband says,
Okay.
and Jumoke.
Okay, that's three people. Okay.
That's
Now the fourth
Ah,
person.
where else like I live to have in that conversation that would brighten that conversation. Hmm. If I don't, just let me stop here. Because two names now I don't even know.
No.
Um,
Don't think too
maybe
hard about it.
Musola.
It can be
It's
dead or
hard. I
alive,
have many.
really.
If
It can be
you're
anybody.
putting me on the spot, to say it's not too hard. How is it not too hard? I'm putting you on the spot. You know how many people that are my people. As I said again, people of God, people that are hearing me, my friends and family, if I not put you on this table, it's not that I don't love you. It's not that I don't want to have dinner with you. It's just the fact that put me on this spot.
Mm,
Okay, so I would like to have my I call her my friend as well, Busola. So Busola is she's my even she like she's someone that I used to she has tried to strengthen our friendship even when I was unintentional about it or when I was because sometimes too, I can just want to be on my all by myself. She has been consistent. That means I was since I got to know her. We have cried together, we've laughed
mm,
together, prayed together. Like do a lot of things together. And she's
mm,
someone that if I want maybe advice on something or I need to talk to somebody, she's like someone I can go to and talk to about. Or if I need advice, she's smart, she's intelligent. Ah no, 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 no. That girl is full of wisdom. And the fact that she also connects with these people that I've mentioned we didn't meet together, but the way she can connect with my husband, connect with Jumoke, connect with Faith, it's like a thing for me, like a good thing for me. So I think I want to have her on the table, yeah, as well. The last on the if you two
okay.
don't be angry that I'm not going to put you on this table. You are the host. You're not that asked me this question, so I'm not going to put you on this table. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh,
It's fine.
what else I want on this
So
table? I
who takes
think
the last sit?
just let me stop here, please. Really,
No, no, no.
it's
Just one more.
now
Just
it's
one
now
more. Don't think
more.
too hard. Just mention a name.
Okay, I think I would love
Just
favor
mention a
on this
name.
table. Favor, yeah.
Favor.
Me
Okay.
not me not talking about my sister does not mean that I don't want them on the table. It's just I'm taking them out, taking family out of it, except my husband.
It's fine.
Normally, we are going to have dinner. Me and my family members will have dinner. Normal, but this one is just like. But I know, so I
Mm,
think why I chose all these people is they connect together. All of them
mm,
connect, and the fact that we can have conversations, I can have conversation with them, and they can understand, and the fact that they don't judge me, they know my like they've seen my
mm.
weaknesses, they've seen my strengths, and they still stick with me. Like they still closer to me. Like how the Bible says, "Hey, Jesus, it's His way."
Mm.
So
Okay. Five interesting people. Yeah, it's going to be a very very exciting dinner because I kind of know there's only one person I don't know there. That's Busola, but the remaining set of
yes,
people, very very interesting set of people to be waiting at the dinner.
yeah.
So also we have a question from the last guest. That is also another tradition that we have on Dotag. So you answer a question
Mhm.
that was dropped by the previous guest. So you also give a question for the next guest. So the question that was
Okay.
asked from the last guest was if you could do anything differently about your life, what would you do
Hmm.
differently?
Ife.
Wait, sorry. Sorry, before you answer,
Mhm.
the last guest that we
Mhm.
had on the podcast, his name is James Falola. He's a
Hi,
software
James
engineer
Falola.
at Yellow Card. So yeah, he was the one who dropped this question for you. I think the last we talked about our childhood and all of that. So that was when he dropped this question. So
Mm.
I just wanted to just let you know who the person is. So yeah, go ahead.
Okay, that's nice. Nice. Thank you for the question. So, like I was saying that I'm grateful for where I am. I'm not ungrateful. Like I'm grateful. I appreciate God for this life right now. But if I want to say, like, if I want to, I started tech. If I, immediately after secondary school,
Hmm.
if possible, if possible. And
Hmm.
yeah, I think that's like the major for me, like my career. Like I would have started tech because I used to like sometimes I would just tell my husband that people I wish I started take this tech thing like since forever. I'd be like,
Hmm.
just be grateful where you are and sometimes like but where you are doing well. That facts. So I feel like I would have started tech and another thing that would have changed is be intentional, be out there. When I mean out there, does not mean that
Hmm.
I'm not an expert or maybe I will not learn what I need to learn. I will learn, but I will be putting I will like I'll do my personal branding and try to volunteer more, join communities to help them and all that, and also put myself out there and be able I also record my achievements because I've done a lot of things in the past. But if you ask me, I can't remember them. really. I can't remember them. So
Mm,
I feel
yeah, true.
that I feel that I will document
Okay,
my journey
that's
and everything more. And if I, what else?
yeah,
What else? What
that's
else?
fine.
If I could change anything, I don't know anything. Maybe okay. There's a lot, but I think it's personal. Yeah, yeah. Thank
Okay,
you.
okay. Also, so also need to drop a question for the next guest. I don't know who the next guest is going
Question,
to be.
question,
So what question
question.
would you like to ask the next person? That'll be coming on daughter.
Okay, I'm going to ask that in your vicinity or your area, what problem do you think you can? What problem um, currently occurs, and how do you think you can solve that problem? What way do you think you can solve that problem or something? I think that like what problem is what's like a problem statement kind of thing, like maybe
Okay.
in your environment there's no food or there's no this. How can you solve that problem? I think that's what I will ask. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. That's a very very good question. Thank you so much, Blessing, for taking the time because I think we planned on recording this like 2 weeks ago, but we couldn't.
Yes.
But thanks for taking the
Yeah.
time. Thanks for
Mm,
taking the time to be available and doing this with me. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. And to my listeners out there, thank you guys for listening to the very end. As you always know, we're
yeah.
trying our best to make sure that we keep it very real with us, our discussion. There's not really any much editing that goes into what is being discussed here. So yeah, just to make sure
Yeah.
it's keep it real and let you know that you're in conversation with real people or you're listening to real people. And also
Yeah.
please, wherever it is you're listening from, whatever platform, either Spotify, Apple Podcasts, even on YouTube Music, wherever, just I would so much appreciate it if you can subscribe. And yeah, thank you guys. See you on the next episode.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone. Bye.